Grind mode season is a span every day is la laxasa. OG Wanton talk your shit. I'm a motherfucking masterpiece. It's peace, God. The heart and my energy makes me a masterpiece. It's like whatever I put my energy to and what I put my heart to manifest into something better than I could manifest. So I think my heart and my energy makes me a masterpiece. Yeah, okay, so I believe that I don't wanna call them alter egos, but I have like different personalities and it's attributed to my previous reincarnations. Like at some point in my life I know I was a warlord, at some point I know I was a gangster, at some point I know I was like an activist, at
Yeah.
some point I know I was a musician or a paint artist. So when all of those personalities and all of those timelines, I don't want to say clash, but when they coexist, they create the masterpiece I am now. So all those names are attributed to one of those personalities, one of those timelines, and one of those lifetimes. So each and every name that I have now, I once had in a previous lifetime, or I have in a previous dimension. Because we're spiritual beings, so in a different dimension, like I call myself a Jupiterian. I have a
Mm.
name they call me by in Jupiter type vibes. So all those names correlate to that message. Grind mode season. Grind mode season. The shit is okay. Um, Grind mode is a spiritual tape, dog. That's all I can say. And it was supposed to have dropped by now, but due to spiritual reasons, the drop was delayed. But all I can say is everybody that's waiting for that, you're not waiting for Amanzi or more or shit. Things a masterpiece. I personally believe it's my greatest work of art yet. Is the best that I ever created by far, and I haven't outperformed. It's the performance that outperformed all my previous performances. So if you think I already have a masterpiece out, just wait until the tape drop. Yeah, Client Mode Season 2, the paperwork season. Yeah, because it symbolizes 2023, dog. 2023 was a big
Yeah,
year,
yeah.
a crazy year. So all of those emotions, all of that expectations, the adrenaline, the energy, the feedback, the hate, the love, all of those things, you find all those different emotions on the composition of the tape. So I believe that over there, my good said, is a masterpiece just like I am. A lot of highlights, dog. 2023 on its own is a highlight of a year, dog. But I'd say maybe the top three be as highlights. Was when I shook hands with Dr. Kani. That was dope. And we actually had a solid conversation. By the time the nigga was like vitals yelling Yitabandu, so that was dope. When I heard that man say Yitabandu back, like you heard that term so long the whole day. At the end of the day, he had to say it back. So that was dope. The second highlight would be sipping tea and talking politics with Len Kumalo at Len Kumalo's house, dog. I don't lie, bro. That shit that it really felt. Cause now Len Kumalo is is a human rights activist, and his game is a lot of information and so on. So just sipping tea in his house, talking politics with the legend himself. I mean, the man lived, bro. He's like 80 something this year. So like to get that wisdom through a cup of tea, that's some crazy stuff. And then the third highlight for me was at the point. There was a point in time where it was on the Machita Monday session. There was a point in time where I raised my head and I saw we had Basadi, we had niggas, and we had the members of the LGBTQI community. And it wasn't a war conversation. I mean, it wasn't a debate. It was a conversation, a very constructive conversation. Like for me, I was listening to somebody speak, so I was looking at my Converse shoes. So when I raised my head, I was like, damn, all these people, like this thing really happened. So that point of realization and that point of manifestation of what we've been trying to do for so many years. Your high knows very well how long we've been trying to do the real nigga Bible, the Machita Money. He knows how long it took for us to get it off the ground. So to like see that happen in motion already kind of felt like a dream, bro. It kind of felt like it felt surreal. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. And so that's the third highlight amongst a lot, bro. I know we did a lot last year, dog. So
Uh,
yeah, amongst
uh,
everything that we did, I'd say those my top three. As I mentioned before, dog, we spiritual beings, ne? So from that say, I think the best way for me to address your question is when the people look at me or when they receive my craft, I want them to feel the exact amount of energy that I put into those things. I want people to feel my energy when I'm in the room with them, when I'm in a conversation with them, when they're watching my interviews like this. I want them to be able to feel it so much that they feel like they can touch it. Same thing when they're going through my craft, same thing when they're going through my music, when they're going through my cookings, or when they're going through any other art forms that I do. I want them to really feel the energy that was put into making that masterpiece a masterpiece and just crafting that into something close as possible to perfection. So I'd say I want them to feel the energy. If it's happy, I want them to feel happy. If the energy is down, I want them to feel that down. Not that it makes them down, but I want them to feel it's okay. The energy that was contributed into making this happen was not of a high frequency or was of a high. So if I'm on a low frequency, I can consume to this specific type of masterpiece. So yeah, that's I want them to feel the energy.